Today is my attitude. Doesn't take into account your feelings. Don't worry, this won't happen in the future. I will be sincere to you. Respect you. Please forgive me. As he spoke, he shamelessly took Yuhua's hand. Zhang Anping knows what kind of personality Yuhua likes, so speak of such words. Let Yuhua, who was originally very firm in heart, my heart skipped a beat. It can't be hard. But he refused to let Zhang Anping hold his hand. We're not related anymore. Have broken up. You show some respect. Don't touch your hands and feet, otherwise I'll call someone. Zhang Anping knows, when a woman is angry she should never offend him, because they are irrational. So Zhang Anping just kept apologizing. Promise never again. Otherwise, it will be struck by lightning. This made Yuhua's headache crack, and this time, Liu Zhongtao in the office also has a splitting headache. Let me cover you from the back door. Here comes another group of people. If we don't run, we'll be surrounded. Liu Zhongtao saw this. Song Xiaobao touched the tablet on the table. Just greet him on the head. Balam, it's all you. It's all you. If it weren't for you, why am I so embarrassed and got into a lawsuit? Song Xiaotian, who was beaten, looked wronged. Didn't you learn to make money? You became a legal person. You take 80%, I only got 20%. Stop talking and get out. Liu Zhongtao hurriedly ran to the back door. If you run slowly, you really can't walk after closing. Liu Zhongtao drove directly to Huang Jiangsheng's residence. No way, only Huang Jiangsheng has bought it now. The idea of the facade of Zhuangyuan Mansion. And Huang Jiangsheng is also in a hurry. His driver was in jail, he didn't want to go to jail, and Zhang Anping refused to go out with the letter of understanding. In this way, he can only spend a lot of money to install everything. He even had to get a house for his driver. You have to get paid in prison, and you have to pay. Take good care of people's homes, but as cheap is not so easy to take. Take care of family. Naturally, even his own daughter is well taken care of otherwise. Then I'm so sorry for the money he spent. When Liu Zhong took the initiative to find him, Huang Jiangsheng washed his heart. Why is Boss Liu free to come to me? Boss Wan Mingren doesn't say secret words. I guess you know about me too. I will sell you the same Zhuangyuan Mansion, but your price is too low. If we add more, we will sign the contract immediately. Hehe, my price is really not low. 600,000, think about it. It's 600,000. I can't believe there's anyone who bids higher than me. Wang Jiangsheng is also a person. If his price is not high, it is very low. This Liu Zhongtao will not come to him, and he also knew that Liu Zhongtao had a lawsuit. Hey, this will definitely make many people afraid that he will not be able to pay the money. Settle accounts with him. Boss Liu, my facade is worth millions. You are too cruel. Selling is money. You say $1 million is $1 million. My price is not low. You are really content with so much money. If you want to sell, I can give you cash right away. A lot of money. What do you think? Wang Jiangsheng smiled. It seems that I can already see myself. Bring that place at a low price. Put it in your hand for a while. Find another buyer. As soon as you come and go, you will get hundreds of thousands. This is faster than he can get money from opening a factory. If you don't add money, I don't want to sell it. Liu Zhongtao said there are some opportunities, but not very confident. Then it's not for sale. Hey, Boss Liu is rich anyway. You can leave it to your son. Huang Jiangsheng deliberately said cold words. It's not good to make Liu Zhongtao angry. After coming out of Huang Jiangsheng, Liu Zhongtao smokes alone in the car. Headache. Outsiders saw him smoking in a Santana. I thought he was a rich boss. Don't worry about anything. And he was really worried about this. The bag hurts. After thinking about it, Liu Zhongtao returned home. This startled his wife. You know, he hasn't been home much in recent years. Looking at Liu Zhongtao's frown. Just asked Huang Jiangsheng only 600,000. I walked out the back door today. There are too many people ahead. I'm afraid that facade is going to see the outside world. I can't give it to my son. But there is a house behind. Just leave him some more houses in the future. Didn't Zhang Anping say he had friends last time? More interested. Why don't you go to him and ask? I think he's a great guy. Really unusual, I guess not. Huang Jiangsheng has been out of 600,000. Even if he is more 100,000 than Huang Jiangsheng, 700,000 is not a small sum. Besides, I think the lowest 800,000 shot. No matter how low it is really a loss. Liu Zhongtao was so angry that he wanted to scold people. That Wang Daji is really a bastard. I can't get him straight this time. Ask first. Even if it doesn't work, make more friends and go more ways. Do you think it is a good word of stainless blue? Finally, Liu Zhongtao nodded in agreement. Zhang Anping was startled when he saw Liu Zhongtao. This man has only been missing for a few days. Forked beard. The smell of smoke with that high-spirited Liu Zhongtao, who hugs left and right, is completely irrelevant. Boss Liu has something to do. What Mr. Zhang said last time. You have friends who are interested in the champion blessing, right? Ask your friend how much cash he can get. I'll sell him the facade if the price is right. Liu Zhongtao said this. Zhang Anping was ecstatic. The facade that made him miss in his previous life. It cost millions to get it. I didn't expect this time. Liu Zhongtao actually took the initiative to come to him. How much does Boss Lu want to marry? I'll ask my friend. 830,000. Liu Zhongtao gritted his teeth and reported 830,000. In fact, he wants to report higher. But I am afraid that Zhang Anping's friends will be scared away. Zhang Anping listened to this offer. Look at Liu Zhongtao again. I suddenly understood. Liu Zhongtao is really forced to do it. This Wang Daji is really good. Go back and add him a chicken leg. The price is a bit high. Boss Liu, you make it difficult for me to talk to my friends. I heard that the price given by Boss Wang is not high. What you want is too hot. Then I 30,000 less 800,000. Boss Liu, are you not sincere? You say the lowest price? 800,000. Definitely not. I have no face to tell my friends about this price. 30,000 less. 770,000. Zhang Anping is haggling slowly here again, after saying a few words. Then Liu Zhongtao finally reacted. Where is this friend of Zhang Anping? Obviously he wanted to buy it. He just said it all at once. Boss Zhang is hiding deep. I'm not stupid. Minimum 700,000. If you want to buy it, just bring cash and don't buy it. Here, 700,000. Zhang Anping just needed to hug Liu Zhongtao and kiss him. This saves 10 houses at once. 700,000, 700,000. Can you credit 200,000? No, all in cash. Boss Zhang, don't go too far. Don't worry, I'm kidding. It doesn't depend on you being unhappy. Zhang Anping knew that he agreed too quickly. I am afraid that Liu Zhongtao will regret it, so I deliberately talked to him about the debt issue. It looks almost ready. This is the reluctant agreement, said to raise money. See if he can get 700,000 cash. This makes Liu Zhongtao sell even 700,000 low price. I have always been worried that Zhang Anping will take credit. Finally, the two went through the formalities at the notary office. Went through the transfer process. One holds the money and the other holds the contract. Happy to each other, afraid that the other party will regret it. However, when Liu Zhongtao left, I asked Zhang Anping. Boss Zhang bought this place. What business do you want to do? Supermarket. I want to start a supermarket. Like a provincial capital. A big supermarket. Let everyone have a place. You can choose your favorite products. Pardon me? Zhang Anping bought Zhuangyuan Mansion. It's the farmer who opened the land. Zhang Anping of the farm factory. Yes, a farmer is more generous than you, richer than you. Boss Wang, you are out of date. Where did that guy get so much money? He got my driver in. He doesn't want any money from me. I never thought 700,000 so rich. How can I know why people are so rich? If I knew, I wouldn't learn from others. Neither of us. Still living in Sui City for so long. Better than others. An unknown young man. The two were speechless when they said this. However, Zhang Anping's name, all at once in Sui. It's been rumored in the city's rich circles. After all, these days the real money comes out 700,000. That's real money. At this time, Zhang Anping, then he took his wife and parents to Zhuangyuan Mansion. Anping, where are you taking us? I heard that the tallest house is called Zhuangyuan Mansion. That's a nice name. I will take you around Zhuangyuan Mansion today. When they entered the first floor of Zhuangyuan Mansion, not only Zhao Lingyun, even Jin Chaofang and Zhang Yongbin were stunned. My darling, such a big house. What is this? You can drive here. You can fly planes and tanks, right? It's so big in here. Zhang Yongbin let out a sigh. He lived to such a large area. It's the first time I've seen a house of this size, but it's so big. Doing business? This is the first floor, and the second and third floors. There are 2 more floors below. What business can this do? How much material did it take to make a house of this size? It's all stacked up with concrete and steel. I've never seen such a big house anyway. I can't think of any business to do. What business do you care about him? Worry about it. Son, how can you take us around here? Are you friends with the boss here? This place is big. What if it rains in the future? You can come here to hide from the rain and take a walk. It's good. In the future, Mom, if you have nothing to do, come here for a walk. You can transfer as long as you want. I'll give you a card then. No, you are the card. You can eat and drink whatever you want here. What do you mean by exquisite room? What do you mean by eating and drinking? What I mean is, I will open a supermarket here in the future. There is food and drink in the supermarket. I'll give you a card then. You can spend whatever you want. No money. What do you say? What does it mean to open a supermarket without money? You want to do business here? Oh my God. How much is this gonna cost? No, how big a deal is this? It's alright. I know how to do this business. I have already bought the house. It's here. 3 floors upstairs. 2nd floor, downstairs. It's pretty big. Good deal. Earned 300,000. This house actually 1 million to buy. It took me 700,000. 700,000. My tea mountain is 30 acres. You can't make 10,000 a year. You want so much money just for this place? Will Zhao lose money? Zhang Yongbin's brain is buzzing. Ha, don't worry. It will be very profitable here in the future. Just wait and enjoy yourself at home. Oops, your daughter-in-law is much better. Old lady, we have to go back quickly if we change our name. Keep Cheshan running well. If my son doesn't do well here, we can also help him. You can't hold him back. Man, yes, the old man has a point. Zhang Anping looked at his parents like this. Some are dumbfounded. They can't. They're rural. I've never seen anything. When I go back, Zhang Yangbin and the others have not yet reacted from the shock. But Zhao Lingyun didn't say anything, holding Zhang Anping's hand tightly. When no one is paying attention, he softly said, Anping, I support you. No matter whether you are losing money or making money, I will always stand by your side. Even if you lose money, I will help you pay it back. My loss is not a small amount. Aren't you afraid? But don't worry, just make money later. I will not be like Lu Zhongtao, because he who loses his wife, loses money. Zhao Lingyun shook his head. The body leans against Zhao Anping. With him there is nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, I believe you. Zhao Lingyun looked up at Zhang Anping, eyes full of trust, after he fell into the water. Although there is a near death, but it made Zhao Lingyun understand, the most important person in your life. It's Xiaobao and Zhang Anping. He will enjoy life with Zhang Anping for the rest of his life. Like he said, generate a few more dolls. Traveled through the mountains and rivers of the motherland. It's just that Zhao Lingyun doesn't know yet. The doctor said he would have a hard time in the future. Zhang Anping kept this from him. Didn't let him know Zhang Anping bought the facade of Zhuangnuan Mansion. Wang Daji soon knew the news. He was absolutely thrilled. Hurry up and send some contracts to Zhang Anping. These are the houses I recently bought. Brother Zhang, see if there's anything you like. If you like it, stay. This Wang Daji is obedient. Zhang Anping told him, buy a house and facade near Zhuangnuan Mansion. He has money. I bought 4 or 5 yards in a row. There are also 7 or 8 rooms. But houses are worthless these days. I just bought so many things. It took less than 300,000. These 2 yards are quite big. Get me a cage processing factory then. Take the rest of the house. In the future, rent me the staff accommodation here. By the way, you keep the facade, don't sell it easily. My 2 were deducted from the dividend of the yard money. Okay, congratulations. How much did Brother Zhang buy it for? 700,000. Amazing, Brother Zhang. By the way, Brother Zhang, I've been listening to you say you want to. There is still decoration for the recruitment of workers in the supermarket. Do you want me to help decorate it? I have a relative who is a real person. I can get him to do it. Okay, let your relatives come to me. I told him my vision and blueprint. How to decorate. So what you're going to do with it has to be taken into account. By the way, I have to draw someone out. Lanhanshang Cheng. Don't say a Lanhanshang. You just transferred all the people from Yipin. Fresh shrimp over. I have no opinion. None of my people are yours. Haha, Brother Zhang. You don't know. Everyone outside thinks I'm the boss of that fresh shrimp. Wang Daji laughed to himself when he said this, thinking about those people being fooled by him. In fact, many people don't know. Zhang Anping is the real boss of Yipin. Fresh shrimp. He's just obedient. Run errands for Zhang Anping. Brother Zhang let him go. He will go. Brother Zhang asked him to go down, and he would go down. The 2 are talking. The door was thrown open. It was Song Xiaotan who entered the door. Song Xiaoya followed behind him. Song Xiaoya wears open clothes as always. Wang Daji was so scared that he didn't know where to put his eyes. Brother Anping, you are really, I didn't know it was wrong to move here. It's so hard for me to meet you. You're a very busy person now. Even those of us friends who grew up playing ignored it. Know that Zhang Anping 700,000 bought Zhuangnuan Mansion. Song Xiaoya plans to continue her relationship with Zhang Anping. I can't help it. This Anne is too rich. Zhang Anping ignored Song Xiaoya at all. Just frowned and asked Song Xiaotian. You better be okay. If it's okay, I'll definitely let you experience what it's like to fly out. Oh, Brother Anping. It's my sister who misses you, isn't it? I want to see you. I'm Dylan. Brother Anping, I have something to do with you. Let's go. It's important to you that we lie over there. Very important. Brother Zhang, are you busy? I'm going to cut some watermelon juice. Wang Daji evaded again and again, a state of not looking sideways. He's a little confused. What is the relationship between the woman in front of you and Brother Zhang? Anyway, just don't look around. It's going to be a dog's errand to cut the watermelon. If there is anything, just talk thoroughly. Don't go to the house. Brother Anping, why do you always avoid me? Avoid me? Will I still hurt you? You bought that facade. In fact, Li Zhongtao is not a good thing either. There are some things you don't know. It's inappropriate for us to say it here. Zhang Anping frowned and thought for a while, or turned around and went to Zhang Anning's room. After all, the relationship between Song Xiaoya and Lu Zhongtao. Maybe something is really being hidden. Brother Anping, why are you blushing? I heard that your daughter-in-law has been submerged since she fell into the water. Have you not relaxed for a long time? Whoosh, whoosh. Don't dangle in front of me. You make me sick. At this time, Zhang Anping also knew Zhuangnuan Mansion is no problem at all. This Song Xiaoya just wants to take advantage of him. Brother Anping, don't ignore me. I'm obedient. I'm your little Yaya. You used to love me so much. Now I'm delivering it myself. Saying that, Song Xiaoya wanted to move forward. He was greeted with another slap and a kick. He directly kicked Song Xiaoya out. After coming out, he yelled at Lu Shudong. Lu Shudong called this woman out to me. Next time you dare to open the door and let him in, I will punish you for wearing Xiaobao for me every day. Zhang Anping roared. directly put Lu Xudong, who was eating watermelon. I was terrified. Zhang Anping, you are not a man. Zhang Anping, what did you do to my sister? Are you bullying my sister? I don't want to admit it now. It was originally agreed by the Song Xiaoqian siblings. If Zhang Anping eats it dry and wipes it clean, he will not admit it. Song Xiaoqian will come forward, force Zhang Anping to admit their relationship. In the future, one of the two will sing blackface and the other will sing redface. Circle benefits. You need to know the house where Song Xiaoqian lives. It's Lu Zhongtao. After getting Song Xiaoqian deliberately made trouble, said he was a hooligan. Lu Zhongtao is afraid that it will not look good if he makes trouble. That's what gave them a house. Gagged at Song Xiaoqian's mouth. Don't splash dirty water. What are you siblings? You don't know. Come to my house later. Disgusting. See if I break your legs. Lu Xudong throws people out. Zhang Anping's opening. Then Lu Xudong agreed. A flash came forward. He grabbed Song Xiaoqian and threw him out. Song Xiaoqian, who was thrown out. When I was about to rush back again, I saw that Song Xiaoya was also pushed out. Never succeeded. This made Song Xiaoqian dumbfounded. The duck that steals the bill is so useless. Is Zhang Anping really bad? My sister is his little cutie. Zhang Anping was very busy after taking the Zhuangwan mansion. I'm thinking about recruiting today. Lan Hanshan found the door. Boss Zhang, I heard from the boss that your supermarket needs someone. Do you think it's okay? I want to go to the supermarket. Don't worry, I will do my best. Lan Hanshan, since last time, almost avoided Zhang Anping. There is also very little intersection between the two. Okay. Didn't you do a good job in the first grade, Shanxia? Why do you want to go to the supermarket? I don't like working outdoors. June and July in Sui City are really too sunny, and I think supermarkets are more developed. I can tell. In the future, this supermarket can become a cow. The whole city. A household name. Zhang Anping glanced at Lan Hanxiang, who had summoned up courage. Think about past lives. Lan Hanxiang runs the supermarket very well. Come to think of it, he really likes it very much. If you go to the supermarket first, I'll give you a little extra salary a month. You are in charge of the recruitment here. If you don't understand some things, you can come. Ask me. Zhang Anping. Lan Hanshan was stunned. He didn't expect Zhang Anping to trust him so much. It almost made his tears fall. Then he kept bowing to Zhang Anping. Thank you boss. Thank you boss, you forgive me. Sorry boss. You never offended me. How can you forgive me? Nothing ever happened between us. I'm not sorry. So just do it well in the future. If there's another bad idea, I'll just fire you. Serious ones will be sent to prison. Zhang Anping said this. Lan Hanshan's face was a little more. But he did it cautiously. Don't worry boss, I will never give you this opportunity. Thank you for your trust. Lan Hanshang is a whole body, easily left from Zhang Anping. The boss didn't care about him at all. He should also let go. Put your heart and soul into your work. When Zhang Anping came home at night, I found that Zhao Lingyun was watching the play with a serious face. Who took your letter so seriously? Letter from Sister Yuhua. Zhang Anping didn't expect either. Yuhua actually wrote a letter to Zhao Lingyun. It turns out that after Zhang Anjin returned to the provincial capital, it is called caring for Yuhuana. Consider it. Go shopping with him every day to relax, follow him everywhere. Make him feel more valued than ever before. He even confessed to Yuhua. Said he only loved him in this life. Be good to him for life. Said he wanted to marry her and make him happy. If this was before, Yuhua would definitely be very happy. I will get a marriage certificate with Zhang Anjin soon. Enter the marriage hall. But now he doesn't think so. He thinks he and Zhang Anjin are not suitable. He can't see through Zhang Anjin. I can't understand his mind. He seems to be wearing a layer of mask. It's marriage after all. He doesn't want to regret it one day. That's why I wrote to Zhao Lingyun. In the letter, Yuhua was very envious of Zhao Lingyun. I kept asking him if he had any secrets. How did he choose Zhang Anping? How can I find such a good man? Zhao Lingyun saw Yuhua's letter. Some are dumbfounded. This little girl. I guess I thought I would train men. Can you raise your husband so well? Too bad he doesn't know. Why does Zhang Anping seem to be a different person? Yuhua is a nice girl. It seems that she may not marry Zhang Anjin back. Yuhua is a good girl. She shouldn't have married Zhang Anjin. A man like her. Do whatever it takes to get there. How gentle and considerate he was to you before marriage. How ruthless can you be after marriage? Yuhua is just her springboard. She never liked this girl. Everyone is in the eyes of Zhang Anjin. She will see how to use it. Is it valuable? Zhao Lingjun looked at the man and said this. Also nodded heavily. Keep these in mind. Thinking about when I reply to Yuhua later. Tell him again. Zhang Yongjin also came to Suicheng a while ago. They followed Zhang Anjin's request, started to inquire about the house next to Suicheng. No one middle school, but asking around, discovered a strange phenomenon. Houses throughout the city, just one middle school. The house here is the most expensive. 20,000 anywhere else. 2 houses with small courtyards. And it's done. But next to number 1 middle school, 2 houses with small yards have gone up to $25,000. The key is that the decoration is not good either. 5,000 yuan more expensive than anywhere else. So the two of you discuss it. immediately wrote a letter to Zhang Anping explaining the situation, and Zhang Anping quickly replied to the letter. Son, what did the letter say? Don't just look at it yourself. Tell me quickly. Anping said that he must buy the one next to number 1 middle school. It's going to be downtown. Let's buy ASAP. If the money is not enough, go to his grandfather to borrow it. And also let us find a facade as soon as possible. At that time, he will wholesale stationery for us in the provincial capital. Then let's hurry up and find the first 2 god, that 25,000 yard. But when the 2 found the person, they found out the price has gone up by another 26,000. This made Zhang Yongjin half angry. Finally, the 2 decided not to buy a house first, rent the facade first, and make money first. They looked around, fancy a house. A shop just across the road from Yizhong Middle School. It looks like 20 or 30 square meters. It's a little expensive, but it looks good. It turned out to be a store that sells clothes. This time, they just turned around. It cost 4,000 bucks. Paid 1 year's rent and transfer fees. Glad to have this place down. Open a stationery store. Zhang Anping also came back in person when he got the news. Son, we will be the boss and the lady boss from now on. Zhang Jun couldn't be happier. Look at these 20 or 30 flat shops. I just feel that my life has reached its peak. While firecrackers were being set off outside, very lively, Zhang Anping followed the sound of firecrackers to Zhuangyuan Mansion. He saw a scene that left his card unfounded, because he saw Zhang Anping. Zhang Anping is standing in front of a spacious facade. And behind that facade, hanging a banner more than 100 meters long, it says Jiajifu Supermarket Recruitment Conference. There's going to be a big supermarket here, and it seems that this supermarket belongs to Zhang Anping, or have a lot to do with him. Zhang Anping is a little lost. It seemed as if he couldn't believe his eyes. He watched the person next to him, chatting with a gloomy face. This boss is young and promising. Really rich? Yes, it is said that it took 700,000 to buy this facade to open a supermarket. Zhang Anping actually has 700,000. Zhang Anping only felt his head buzzing. He thought he was hearing voices. How could Zhang Anping have 700,000? Large and small ground cage processing. The money the factory earned to buy those houses? I guess it's already a lot of luck. How could he have 700,000? How is that possible? Zhang Anping's whole person is confused. The whole head is about to explode. Suddenly someone called him. Anping, why are you here? Aren't you in the provincial capital? Oh, you heard that the supermarket is hiring today. Are you coming over looking for a job? Why don't I shout for you? It was Zhang Si who was talking to him. He was a little surprised by Zhang Anping's appearance. No, I'm just passing by for something. Don't shout, Zhang Anping will run away. He has never lost his temper like today. Never been so lost like today. I really don't know that my parents care about it all day. What are you doing here? Zhang Anping is such a big deal. How did they not know, unexpectedly? Also for a stationery store of 20 or 30 square meters complacency. The other side. Zhang Si saw Zhang Anping just now. I talked to Zhang Anping and said he didn't know. Zhang Anping, did you come here to find a job? Not someone as arrogant as him. Haha, I must have stayed in the provincial capital when he returned to Sui City. It must be the time for spring breeze. Definitely not here to find a job. People look down on me like this. Ignore this kind of person. Just pretend you don't know him from now on. Zhang Anping told Zhang Si to turn around.